Alright, I'm gonna say something that might ruffle a few feathers. Most men, we don't know how to compliment women. We think we do. In reality, we're just running on autopilot. We recycle the signs, and don't get me wrong, those aren't bad. But let's be honest. They're basic, fast food compliments. Quick, easy, and forgettable. Here's the wild part, though. The compliments that really stick with a woman, the ones she thinks about later she's lying in bed. They're almost never about looks. So, let me tell you about this conversation I had. I was talking with a friend of mine. She's gorgeous, ambitious, funny, the kind of woman who always gets attention. And she drops this truth bomb on me. She goes, and she drops this truth. And I'm sitting there like, wait, what? You're telling me that all the compliments men are trained to give, all the ones we think work, don't even make the highlight reel? So I asked her, and she tells me. And LL be real. With you hearing that flipped a switch in my head. See, here's the thing. Every woman loves to hear she's attractive. That's obvious. But beauty compliments? Every woman loves to hear she's attractive. She's had them from every angle: her friends, random guys online, even her grandma after church. But you know what? Almost no one comments on her mind, her effort, the way she thinks, the way she handles challenges. Those are the compliments that feel rare. Think about it. When a guy does notice those things, when he's willing to look past the surface, he's basically saying, I see you. Not just the surface, but you. And that's powerful, because when you notice what other men overlook, you instantly stand out. Let me break this down with a few examples. Mind. Instead of saying, try.
I love how you put this look together. You clearly have an eye for detail.
That tells her you value her thoughts, effort. Instead of, say,
whenever you're around, the vibe just shifts. I feel lighter.
Now you're noticing her effort, not just the result, energy. Instead of, tell her.
I admire how you handle challenges. It is a unique ability.
Showing you notice her presence, strength. Instead of, say,
your growth and confidence is inspiring.
To her evolution, not just who she was yesterday. And then there's the big one, how she makes you feel. Saying something like,
when you look at me like that, I lose my breath.
Or, say when you look at me that way, your vibe freezes me.
Kind of line that doesn't just land, it leaves a mark. So here's the bottom line. If you want to stand out, don't just compliment her looks. Compliment the things most men ignore. Her mind, her character, her energy. The way she makes you feel. Looks fade. Words fade. But the way you make someone feel, that sticks forever. And listen, most men will never figure this out. They'll keep copy-pasting the same old line, wondering why it doesn't hit. But now you know better. You've got the cheat code. And the question is, are you gonna use it? So the next time you with a woman you care about, do you, and just tell her
women want their power seen, heard, and felt.
That's pretty. Tell her she's powerful. Tell her she inspires you. Tell her you notice the little things she thinks no one sees. Because that's the compliment she remember. And honestly, that's the compliment that makes you unforgettable. And yeah, that's probably why. And if you really want to dive deeper into the psychology of relationships,
there's so much to share. So much to learn.
Check out this video here. It breaks down some serious brain hacks you need to know. Plus, stick around till the end because I'll be dropping a secret message that could change how you approach women forever. Seriously, don't miss it. It's some bold stuff. But here's the deal. I'm not some self-help guru living in a bubble. I'm just a guy who's learned a lot of lessons the hard way. Relationships, dating, communication. I've had my ups and downs. And let me tell you, it's been a wild ride. The point is, I'm sharing what works for me and what I've seen work for others. But at the end of the day, everyone's different. What clicks with one person might not click with another. That's just how it is. So take what I say with a grain of salt. You know, the good, the bad, the ugly. And if
it was a good movie, don't you think?
Something doesn't sit right with you, if it doesn't feel like it's working, chuck it. Easy peasy. Life is too short to stick with one playbook, especially when it comes to connecting with others. Keep experimenting, keep growing, and above all, keep being yourself.
Don't stop trying. You can do this.
That's probably why. Here's the harsh truth. Most men approach women all wrong. They focus on the physical, on looks, on what they think women want. But here's the twist. Women want a man who understands them, not just a pretty face. They crave a connection, someone who sees beyond the surface. Let me tell you a story. There was this guy, Mark. He was struggling. He was trying to meet women, but his approach was off. He was like most guys, focused on the superficial, on looks and status. It was a mess. Then he stumbled upon my content. It was a turning point. He started seeing women in a different light. Not just objects of desire, but individuals with thoughts, dreams, and feelings. He began to approach them differently, with respect, curiosity, and a genuine desire to connect. Guess what happened? Women responded. They opened up to him. They connected with him on a deeper level. Here's the crazy part. Mark didn't just find romantic success. He found friendships, mentorships, and a sense of community he'd never had before. His life transformed because he shifted his mindset. And you can do the same. If you're tired of the same old advice, if you're ready for a change, if you want to level up in life, in relationships, in everything, I'm here to guide you. I've walked this path myself. I know the struggles, the confusion, the breakthroughs. I've been there. And I want to help you avoid the pitfalls, the wasted time, the unnecessary heartache. It's more than advice. It's a movement. It's a community of men who refuse to settle, who strive to be better, who demand more from themselves and their relationships. Join us. Don't just take my word for it. Check out what others are saying. If you're ready to level up, if you're hungry for success, and here's a little secret, I'll see you on the inside.
We're diving into a topic that gets a lot of buzz. How do you build a genuine connection with a bad girl? First things first, let's redefine that term. When we say bad girl, we're not talking about someone who's a bad person. We're talking about someone who's fiercely independent, confident, and maybe a little unconventional. She knows what she wants and isn't afraid to go after it. She plays by her own rules and has a strong sense of self. Sound familiar? That's because these are amazing qualities. So, the key to connecting with a woman like this isn't about playing games or trying to be someone you're not. It's about meeting her on her level with authenticity and respect. She's got a great radar for fakeness, so the most important thing you can do is just be yourself. Your genuine personality, your unique quirks, your passions. That's what's truly attractive. Don't try to put on a tough guy act if that's not you. Confidence comes from being comfortable in your own skin, and she will absolutely notice and appreciate that. Now, because she's so independent, she values her own space in life. This is not a person who wants someone clingy or needy. The best way to attract her is to have a full, exciting life of your own. What are your hobbies? What drives you? Are you passionate about your career, your art, your fitness goals? Focus on building your own empire, whatever that looks like for you. When you have your own thing going on, you're not just waiting around for her attention. You become a partner who adds value, not someone who drains energy. Your worlds can complement each other rather than one revolving around the other. When you spend time together, make it count. She's likely experienced a lot, so a standard dinner and a movie might not spark her interest. Think outside the box. What kind of adventure can you go on together? Maybe it's trying a rock climbing gym, exploring a part of the city neither of you has seen, or even taking a spontaneous road trip. The idea is to create new, exciting memories. The experience matters more than the expense. It shows that you're creative, fun, and willing to step out of your comfort zone, which are all qualities she'll find compelling. Most importantly, respect is non-negotiable. This means respecting her independence, her opinions, and her boundaries. Listen, really listen, when she talks. Understand that she has her own life, her own friends, and her own ambitions. A strong woman doesn't want to be tamed or changed. She wants a partner who supports her and champions her strength. Be her biggest cheerleader. Celebrate her wins and be a solid presence when she faces challenges. This kind of mutual support is the foundation of any healthy, lasting relationship. It's not about winning over a bad girl. It's about building a partnership with a strong, incredible woman. So, to wrap it all up, be authentic, build your own awesome life, create unforgettable experiences, and always, always lead with respect. It's about being an equal, a partner in crime who's ready for the adventure. That's how you build a real, meaningful connection. Thank you so much for watching today. If you found this helpful, do me a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Until next time, take care.